Johnson's got it. He's going to score. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Touchdown, Longview. Longview has taken the lead.
And the Cats will be receiving the ball. They deferred. They won the toss, deferred in the first half. Longview received the ball. Cats will be receiving the ball here as we start the second half.
Jimmy, before we get started with the second half, we might mention earlier over at Lady Cats Gym in volleyball, the Longview Lady Lobos defeated the Lady Cats of Sulphur Springs 3-1. Longview won the first one 25-11, the second game 25-14. The Lady Cats won the third 25-22, but then Longview wrapped it up with a 25-16 win. So district volleyball tonight, Longview defeats the Lady Cats. Longview getting ready to boot it off here. And once again, Will McWhirter, big left-footed kicker, 99. And once again receiving for the Wildcats, LaMarcus Kendricks and also Shane McQueen. McWhirter approaches and he kicks it toward Kendricks. He takes it at the 12, across the 15, running all the way across the field to the 20, continuing to run at the 20, now across the 25, and he's going to be hit and knocked down around the 29-yard line. That's where the Wildcats will put it in play. First and 10 for the NASCAR offense at their own 29-yard line. LaMarcus Kendricks running about 70 yards and picking up about 15, I think, all said and done.
Looking for a nice hole, and it just didn't evolve.
Kendricks brings the kickoff back.
And Wildcats trotting out there. I saw a strange, that's not a strange number. Mason Warbarbo in the starting lineup. Here's the first play from the offense, handoff to Ryan Young, and he moves up to the 32-yard line. So the Wildcats start their first play coming out of the half, and Jeff Reardon says, we're going to continue to run that ball and not abandon the running game. A gain of 4 on the play at second down and 6 from the 32-yard line. Two receivers left and right, all the starting receivers in there for the Wildcats. Ryan Young, the running back, and Tyreek Rawson, the quarterback, will hand off to Young again. And he's going to sweep and actually be dropped at the 30-yard line. So that time he loses 2, so it's going to be third down and needing about 8. As Wildcats trying to establish that running attack coming out of the half, and now face a third down and long play for the offense. Yeah, see Rashad Hall coming off, so there's a new receiver now in his place. We'll try to pick that one up. Back to Rollison on 3rd and 8. He's being chased out of the pocket, and he's going to be grabbed, but he gets away as he gets a good block by Ryan Young. He rolls all the way to the left side, continues to run across the 30, the 35, and barrels into Longview players and picks up a first down. Boy, Tyreek Rollison running like a fullback.
Extra effort by Tyreek simply to get away from some tackles, and then nice block thrown out there, giving him some space.
Boy, he was almost dragged down by the shoulder pads by one of those athletic Longview linemen, but he shook that off, managed to maintain his balance, and he rolled all the way to the left side of the field, picks up that first down, and it's 1st and 10 on the 39-yard line for the Wildcats.
Tyreek showing he is a Division I prospect.
Back to Rollison, handoff to the running back right up the middle of the field, up to the 50-yard line. A quick hitter that time. And Ryan Young picks up the first down. He moves it all the way to the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 11. 1st and 10, move those chains. Right on the midfield stripe.
Cats really moving the ball quickly and adeptly.
And 2 receivers left and right again for the Wildcats. Snap back to Rawson. They'll hand off to Ryan Young again. He sweeps left that time, 50, and a gain of about 3, and then he's barreled into the sidelines. About 3 Longview tacklers ganged up on Ryan over there and rode him out of bounds after a gain of 3. It'll be a second down and 7.
And Ryan Young, no matter how big they are and how hard they hit him, he's just right back up and ready to go again.
I believe LaMarcus Kendricks is now in as a wide receiver for the Wildcats. Snap back to Rawson, a little high. He throws a screen to the right, complete to Jace Jackson, 45. Jace to the 40, and he's got a first down, and he's tackled at the 37-yard line.
Is that a flag? We've got a block in the back called against the Cats.
Oh, no. Boy, Jace Jackson is not very happy. And once again, a really critical blocking in the back penalty. The Wildcats, Butch say like 3 penalties, but boy, they seemed like they all stung big time, and no different right here.
Yeah, that one really did.
10-yard penalty. Still second
So
down.
that'll move it all the way back to the 43-yard line. And that's going to leave 17 yards for a first down. So it will be second down and 17. The Wildcats are at their own 43. Back to Rollison. He's got plenty of time to throw. Now shoots an out pattern. Oh, a diving catch by Jace Jackson. They're going to give him that catch at the 46-yard line. And so Jace makes the catch. He's about 6 yards shy of the first down. Actually, they're going to move it all the way up. No, they're going to mark it at the 46. So 6 yards shy of the first down. 3rd and 6 now from the 46. Good out pattern, and Jace made a nice diving catch. Snap back to Rollison on this big 3rd down play. Lots of time to throw. Now throws out to the left. Ooh, short hop that one into Ferguson. Garrett Ferguson, the receiver. And it'll be 4th and 6, and let's see what the Wildcats decide to do here. The ball is on the 47, so that would be juicy field position for these Lobos.
Ball is at the 46-yard line.
Let's see what the Wildcats decide to do. Now the thing is, they've got an option because Rollison can punt the ball, but this looks like a play for all the world here on 4th and 6. Back to Rollison. He's rolling to the left. He's got a big rush, and he's going to be sacked at the 46-yard line, and so that will even improve the field position for Longview, and they'll take over at the Wildcats' 46-yard line. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Well, they just sent student body against the quarterback, and there wasn't much hope on that one.
Yeah, we had to have something very quick called, and so the Lobos will take over at the Wildcats' 46-yard line. Now it's incumbent on this Wildcat defense, and I'm sure they were really worked over at halftime to really make those tackles and work their stuff here to hold Longview from their own 46. Here's a snap and a reverse. The ball is bounced on the ground. He picks it up across the 45 and will be tackled at about the 40-yard line after about a 6-yard gain. That was taken by number 3, and that, my friends, is Kerry Fortson.
Well, interesting that on this grass, the thing bounced right back up into his arms.
It'll do that, and then of course it won't. That's the beauty of a football; it can do anything. And there was some thinking that maybe it would be an advantage Longview hadn't played on grass in a while. I don't think that's mattered much tonight. Second down and 4 from the 40-yard line, and now Johnson will hand off on a draw play across the 35 to the 30. Into the secondary is McCray again, and he's all the way down to the 20, about 3-yard line. So Tyler McCray picks up a first down on a draw.
Stop made by number 33, Varner.
Longview used to have a beautiful grass soccer field. I'm sure they now use their stadium field, but that would have been a good place to have practiced for this game.
Yeah, it looks like another equipment problem. Dylan Verner, I believe, had a broken string on his shoulder pads, and they're trying to get that sorted out, as we'll have a replacement linebacker have to come in. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. I formation for the Lobos. Hand off to the I-back, McCray. McCray is across the 20, the 15, storming all the way down to the 10-yard line. That'll be another first down.
Beecham, the man who catches up with him to bring him down.
Boy, I tell you, Longview, they, kind of like the old Green Bay Packers of the 60s. Anybody as old as me can remember those days, and they ran very few plays, but they just kind of said, here's what we do, folks, you stop us.
Yeah, well, with Forrest Gregg.
yeah, that old Birthright fella helped out, and that's what they did, and that's what Longview does. They say, hey, we're a running team, we're going to run it right down your throat, and we dare you to stop us. 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. And hand off to the I-back again. McCray sweeping to the right, and he is going to be moving down near the goal line. He's inside the 5, and made it down to about the 2 or 3-yard line, I believe.
McCray just a very strong running back. We'll give him a little bit of time to build up a little speed, and he just runs right into you and over you.
Yeah, he's an excellent back. There's no doubt about it. And that's going to be the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 2.
Ball is at the 2-yard line after that gain of 8.
And here comes the Lobos, threatening to move ahead by 3 touchdowns here from the 2-yard line. Johnson, the quarterback, takes the snap. Quick hitter right into the center of the line. He didn't have far to go. He kind of sticks his nose in there.
He's already in.
And he is into that end zone for a touchdown for Longview. So the up back carries it in. And a short, it didn't look like he was gaining very much yardage, but he just kept pushing ahead. Didn't have far to go.
Kept those feet churning, and that pushed him in.
Here's a snap. It was not put down well. Johnson will now run it out of there from the 5. He's heading, and he's going to get 2 points. Boy, when it's working, it's all working for you. And so a bad snap results in the quarterback picking it up, and who also holds, and he just ran it right into the end zone. He knows what to do with that thing. 6:59 to play here in the third quarter, and Longview has scored again and tacks on the 2-point extra point. So we have a new score here from Gerald Prim Stadium. 6:59 to play in the third quarter. It's Longview 29, the Wildcats of Sulphur Springs 7. We'll take a break and be back in a minute. Again, McWhirter will do the kicking off here, and he puts the toe into it, booms it down toward Kendricks again, takes it on the 5, across the 10, running at the 15 to the 20, breaks into the 25, and got it up to about the 32-yard line. So a nice little kickoff return by LaMarcus Kendricks.
Nice block by Johnny McSheffrey out there, too.
And 1st and 10 for the NASCAR offense at the 32-yard line. The Wildcats trail by 22. And but all you can do is just take them one drive at a time and do your best to push it into the end zone and see what happens. 2 receivers left and right for Rollison and the offense from the 32. Snap is back, and off to Ryan Young again. Big hole, 35-40. Ryan Young up to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Nice running play. Well, there must be something that the offensive coaches are seeing in that Longview defense that really signal to them that they could really run the ball in the second half. They've really been trying to run. Oh, here's a high snap. Rollison takes the snap, and he's going to be buried back there. Boy, he had no time to react when he had to go up and make an athletic catch, and he's buried back there at the 49-yard line. That had to be a screen pass because of the way those guys were in so fast.
I was going to say they just simply sent that front 3 on that line, and they were right there with him when he caught the ball.
Well, they're very talented, but against 5 guys, boy, I don't know. Back to Rollison, 2nd and long, and he's going to throw well downfield. He's got a receiver. Kendricks is wide open. He makes the catch inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line, and LaMarcus Kendricks got wide open down the right sideline. He makes the catch all the way down to the 16. Well, you may remember an earlier game where he caught a ball down the middle, so he's got a great average per catch.
Yes, he does, and just run the ball. Whoops, let's pass it, and that works well.
Well, a fine-looking receiver there, number 8 for the Wildcats.
Did a good job on the run back, and now catching the ball. Big part of this.
1st and 10 from the 16 for the NASCAR offense. That ought to pump everybody up a little bit. Garrett Ferguson and Jace Jackson are in the slots. And Kendricks and Shane McQueen, I believe, the wide men. And snap, flags fly. See what the call is. And it's against the Wildcats. Whoop. He started taking steps against the Wildcats. Now they're going to, guys in stripes are going to talk about it a little bit.
I think they might think it's against Longview.
A lot of pink. Oh, offside.
Encroachment, yes.
Yes, indeed. These officials tonight are from the Northeast Texas chapter. Dean Belcher, referee. Sean Stiegel, umpire. Jamie Livingston, linesman. Ray Jackson, line judge. And Scott Copeland, back judge. 1st down and 5 now for the Wildcats from the 11-yard line. Ryan Young, the running back, just to the right of Rollison. Now Jace Jackson in motion to the left, setting up trips over there. Rollison back to pass, big rush, and he gets away from one tackler. He gets away from another tackler. He's got about 6 guys rushing him, and he's thrown to the ground. Now he had bound to have receivers open, but my goodness, when can you look for him?
Well, that's it. You know, when you're running from everybody that is coming in at you, and he's taken down there by number 47, Chris Weaver, who just simply unceremoniously dumped him.
And so now we go from 1st and 5 all the way to 2nd and about 26 from the 32-yard line. My goodness. Well, that just changes the complexion, but I think that's something that we've seen different from Longview in the second half. They are really begin to send a lot of players on the blitz.
Yes.
Against Rollison, back to pass. They're rushing just 3 this time. Rollison steps up, throws it right down the middle, too high for Jace Jackson, almost intercepted, as a number 8 for Longview had a mitt on it. And that is Lamarcus Howard, the infamous one who has a touchdown in this game on an interception, almost had his second. So now 3rd down and 26. So, boy, the wheels are really turning. The Wildcats having to face a huge rush for the most part. Now, on that play, we just had the 3 rushers and everybody falling back. So, Longview kind of playing the chess match here. But a big 3rd down and 26 from the 32-yard line. Jace Jackson in motion over to the left. Back to Rollison. And again, our players rushing in. And he's looking well downfield. He throws it. He's got a receiver down there. Shane McQueen. Up he goes. Incomplete. He was double teamed. Flags fly. And we may get an interference call out of this. There was a 22 back there for Longview. He was one of them. That was
an eligible receiver downfield.
Oh, my goodness. Boy, when it rains, it pours. The crowd got excited. They thought they had an interference call.
Yeah, but where that flag was thrown, it was near that, well, it was
I just thought it was a guy with good eyes, that's all. It was a 30 yards shy of the play, but oh, boy.
The Cats have just really been hurt with these penalties here tonight.
So, 4th down and 26, that's a play. They actually declined the penalty, so the Wildcats have 4th and 26 now from the 32-yard line.
And no choice but to go for it.
Boy, got to hit a big one here. Fake to Ryan Young. Rollison again rushed. He rushes up into the pocket. He's being chased, and he's going to be sacked again. Boy, they are putting a speed rush, number 47. Where in the world did that guy come from? That's Chris Weaver. He's a linebacker and just shot in there, and is he fast?
Yeah, Weaver has been very active here on this series and got in there and made the stop just then.
Wildcats trying to hit a home run looked like with every pass, and the Longview defense is just not giving them that kind of time.
You can get a man open, but if you've got all their players coming at you, you can't throw it to him.
Well, you can't even look for him. You're too busy scrambling away from guys that are right in your face, and they're fast guys.
Yeah.
1st and 10, Longview from their own 39-yard line. Johnson, the quarterback, will hand off to the I-back, and there's that running back McCray again, and he gains about 7 yards up to the 46, 47-yard line.
Marcus Kendricks and others just grabbing a hold of him to hold on.
Be about 2 yards shy of the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down and needing about 2 from the 48-yard line.
I'll take that back. I believe that was Mills in there.
And a couple of Longview backs go out, and a couple more come in. In fact, on short yardage, they may have subbed one of those players a tight end. They've got 2 receivers over here on the left, and they're going to take the snap on 2nd and 2 from the shotgun, and they will fake the handoff. The quarterback will keep around the right corner across the 50, 45, 40, 35, and out of bounds he goes. And they're going to mark him out at the 38-yard line, but that's still enough for a 1st down for Johnson, who showed real good speed that time around the corner.
3:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. 29 for Longview, 7 for the Wildcats, as the Cats just kind of stymied offensively so far.
Well, you know, you've got to play a perfect game to beat a team like Longview, and it's been far from that. And the result is 29 for Longview and 7 for the Wildcats. And here come the Lobos again. 2 receivers to the left, 1 running back to Johnson. Johnson will fake the handoff, and he's going to be sacked back there. Maybe no, He pulls away from that tackle. He's running to the left across the 45, and Colton Nash pushes him out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. Colton with that big reach, and he just reached over and pushed that quarterback out of bounds to get him off the field.
Yep.
And a gain of just about nothing. So, boy, that was that Lamarcus Kendricks, I believe, on the blitz, and he had him back there 10, 15 yards, but Johnson shook that tackle off.
Is that Kendricks or Spatero? I couldn't see if that was an 8 or a 9, but whoever it was Good pursuit, just didn't work.
Second down and 11 from the 38.
So it is second down and 10 from the 38-yard line after that play for no gain. And Johnson brings them up in the I formation. Two receivers out to the right. Johnson takes the snap and will fake to the I back. He's rolling to the back and looking. He'll throw all the way down to the end zone. And nice recovery, incomplete. As good defense by Day-Day Jackson. The receiver was waiting for the ball to bring it into his arms, and Day-Day with great catch-up speed got there and knocked the ball away.
Yeah, got a hand on it, just couldn't bring it in.
So a real nice play by Day-Day that time. And
excellent.
Big play for this Wildcats defense to try to hold them here at third down and 10. With 3:20 to play here in the third quarter. The Wildcats trailing 29-7. Need something nice to happen to them. Make everybody feel better about things right now. Right now there's enough frustration on this Wildcat team to go around. So here's a big third and 10 from the 38-yard line. Johnson will take the snap from the in the shotgun. He's back to pass. He's getting a big rush, and it's going to be sacked at the 50-yard line. A flag goes down.
That was
Darius Johnson made the sack. A holding call on top of everything else for Longview. I believe that's a that's a preliminary call. So I don't know if they were holding.
We got personal foul face mask against the Cats.
Oh man!
Guess which one will take precedence?
Personal foul, face mask on the defense. Holding on the offense. Those penalties will offset. Replay the down.
Okay.
Third down.
But they'll replay the down.
Yeah, we go back to third and 10, and that play never happened. With the offsetting penalties. Oh, too bad to Darius Johnson with a real nice play. I did not see the face mask, but maybe when I watch Doug Hastings' replay on Channel 18, I'll check it out and see. Sunday night at 8, Tuesday night at 7 on Channel 18 on your cable.
I'd look very carefully with that one. 3 minutes left to go in the quarter. Clock ticking.
All right, here we go with Longview facing again third down and 10 from the 38-yard line. And before we get underway here, the
Longview said timeout.
Well, Longview wants to talk over this third down and play. 2:50 to play in the third quarter. Longview 29, the Wildcats 7. We'll take a break and be back in a moment.
Again, if you find a program that we pay.
Here comes Longview, third down and 10. They're on the Wildcats' 38-yard line. Two receivers out to the right. Snap back to Johnson, fake to the running back. He's looking to pass, got a lot of time now. The Wildcats are coming in there. Boy, a big rush. They're chasing him back there. He throws the ball downfield, and the receiver tries to catch it. He was out of bounds. Had good coverage anyway on the field of play. The player almost made the catch out of bounds. And fourth down and 10 from the 38-yard line. And let's see what Longview does here. They'll actually punt. I'm not sure I've seen a punt from them tonight. And Day-Day Jackson is back on the 10-yard line. Of course, Johnson is the punter, and boy, doesn't that present an interesting dilemma. Your punter can also run or pass. Let's see what happens. A snap back to Johnson. He will kick it, and he will boom it toward the end zone. Day-Day Jackson will watch it hit. It hits right on the 10-yard line and just stayed right there at the 10, bounced kind of laterally. And the Longview Lobos kill it at the 10-yard line. So a very effective punt. It was only a 28-yarder, but inside the 20-yard line and down at the 10. So that's about all you could ask your punter to do right there.
Well, the Cats not in good field position, but Longview hasn't been kind all night.
And let's see the kind of approach that the NASCAR offense takes right now. They look like they were going for big plays, and Longview bringing everything but the kitchen sink. So let's see how the chess game plays out from the 10-yard line. Snap back to Rawlson, handoff Ryan Young, back right up the middle he goes, and he's going to be close to the 15-yard line. Gained about 4 or 5 on the play, right up the middle of the field. They'll put it on the 15. It'll be second down and 5 from the 15-yard line. Just over 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Wildcats trailing by 22. And if my math doesn't fail me, that's about 3 touchdowns. Back to Rollison. He's looking downfield. He rolls and now throws a pass wide open. Ryan Young's got it 30, 35, 40. Ryan Young across the 45, across the 50, and down he goes inside the Longview 45-yard line. Ryan Young found himself wide open, just like he did last week against Pine Tree a couple of times. And he was open in that flat, and Rollison hit him perfectly. And Ryan knows what to do when he gets in that open field.
Well, both these teams are going to have some pretty nice offensive statistics here tonight.
So first and 10 from their own 40 or from the 45-yard line, and Longview's into the field for the Wildcats. Snap back to Rollison, a good one this time. They begin to rush. Here's a screen pass over to Shane McQueen across the 45, and they defense that screen very nicely. And again, as we've seen before, the defensive linemen, they get that look in their eyes like, oh, we know what's happening. And instead of rushing, they peel back and begin to play the screen.
And they're exactly why McQueen gained no yardage that time.
That's absolutely correct. Second down and 10 from the 45-yard line. And so the Wildcats snap it back to Rollison. He's looking to the right, throws a pass complete inside the 40. That catch was made by LaMarcus Kendricks at the 38-yard line. And that's going to be a gain of about 7 yards on the play. So it's second down and, well, let's call it about 4 from the 39-yard line. Make it 3rd and 4. And back to Rollison. He's looking, throws a pass complete to Garrett Ferguson, and Ferguson is slung to the ground, but he has a first down. He's up near the 30-yard line.
Once again, unceremoniously thrown down. Chris Weaver, number 47. He likes those catch 'em and pitch 'em tackles.
Well, Garrett Ferguson will take that. He had a catch and a first down, so first and 10 from the 31-yard line. Back to Rollison. A quick pass to the right, complete to Kendricks. Across the 30, flag flies down inside the 25-yard line.
They're going to get a Wildcat for a block in the back.
Yeah, that. And so it looks like a broken string on shoulder pads one more time, and this may be Rollison.
It is Rollison.
The coach is working feverishly to try to get this done during a mark-off.
Still first down.
That's some kind of Emmy, isn't it? Fastest string attached during a play.
There's got to be some kind of award for that.
And the officials have finally rolled the clock now. So, and here comes Rollison. So,
yeah, but that was done by a linebacker trained by Don Poe.
Good job, Greg Owens.
That's it.
Back to Rollison. Got plenty of time to throw. He steps up in the pocket. He throws down the middle of the field. Receiver down there, double covered. He was kind of bumped and jostled, but no call. That was Shane McQueen.
I think they said it was a little too far.
Covered very closely in the end zone.
So it'll be second down now from the 40-yard line, needing 19. And once again, the Wildcats going for the home run there, trying for the big play. 2 receivers left and right. Snap back to Rollison. He's got time. Now throws out to the left. Oh, through the fingers. That was a high ball over toward Garrett Ferguson. Went through his hands, but was thrown high. And that'll bring third down and 19. That would have probably gained about half what they needed. Get the first down.
Third down and 19. Ball's on the 40.
Boy, oh boy, it's been a frustrating night for this Wildcats offense. Working against a very, very good Longview defense. Snap back to Rollison. Has plenty of time to throw, and he now rolls to the right. He's thinking of running. He takes off 40, 35, 30, and he cruises out of bounds. And going to be well short of the first down. And by about, I'd say, 8 yards. It'll be 4th down and 8. Make it 4th and 9 from the 30-yard line.
That'll bring up a 4th down and 9.
And you just got to keep going for these 4th down plays.
Yeah, really.
I mean, we're just about through here in the third quarter. This will be the last play of the third quarter. Rollison back to pass, throws a pass out to the right. Oh, a nice catch. Did he get it?
Oh, no, he
out
said
of
he
bounds.
didn't.
Jace Jackson tried to dot the I over on the sideline. and was unable to do that. I think the official was giving him a conversation, kind of explaining why he made the call the way he did right there. At least I interpreted it that way. And so the third quarter is history, and it's been an ugly 3 quarters from a Wildcats point of view. Played 3, Longview 29, the Wildcats 7. And we've got a full quarter to play, and it'll be one of the great comebacks that people can talk about for years if we see it right here. So let's see what happens. Again, as we start the fourth quarter, it's Longview 29, the Wildcats 7. We'll be back in a moment. Snap back to Johnson, the quarterback. Hands off to the I-back, and he goes forward for about 3 yards. Nice tackle that time, I believe, by 54 for the
Tyler Higginbotham.
Yeah, Hig,
nice.
Hig, is that what they call him? Hig? I think I've seen that before. A gain of about 3. And it'll be second down and 7 now from the 33-yard line.
Over at Lone Oak, Winsboro 40, Lone Oak 26.
33-yard line.
And here comes the Lobos on second down and 7 from the 33-yard line. Hand off to the I-back again, straight up the middle of the field. He'd be a yard shy of the first down. And I believe that was Johnny McSheffrey on the tackle. And just shy of the 40-yard line. So third and extremely short. Will be probably the matter of a yard or less. In fact,